Hey there and welcome back. Today I am going to show you how I do my eyebrows when I want them to look nice and sculpted and finished off. I have a pretty low maintenance eyebrow routine. Most days I don't actually fill them in at all. I might just run a little bit of the Benefit Gimme Brow through them, but sometimes I do want them to look a little bit nicer, a little bit more put together, and that is when I'll put a little bit more effort into it and do this routine right here. So if you want to see how to get my low maintenance, easy, quick eyebrow routine, just keep on watching. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Taupe. Looks like this. I actually went to Sephora and was deciding between the soft brown and the deep brown, I think, and I grabbed an associate and I asked him, and he's like, actually, you would be Taupe. I was like, oh, that's so interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that I would have been that light, but I'm really glad he steered me in that direction because I love the way this color looks. It doesn't make my brows too dark and bold, which I really like. I like to keep them looking really natural and kind of effortless. So I am going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil brush. This is number 12, and I really like this brush. The tip is very dense and very short, so it makes for a super precise line, and I really like that. So I'm just going to be dipping the brush into the pomade and basically running the brush through my eyebrow in long strokes and then some short strokes to fill in the gaps. So I usually start right around here, not at the very tip of my eyebrow, but like maybe a couple centimeters in, and I just start filling them in. I like to have a nice defined arch, so I make sure to define that tip right there. I'm careful when I come to the tip because I don't want the tip to be super thick. I just want it to be nice and defined. So once the majority of my brow is filled in to my liking, I kind of take the side of the brush and feather it up in the front. I'm not a huge fan of the straight up and down brow. I love it on other people, just not on me. So I'm using a super light hand at the front. Just like that. So now that that portion of the brow is done, I am going to use my Maybelline Brow Drama. This is actually in the color Deep Brown, and I like running this through my brows just to give them a little bit of dimension. Since the taupe color is very ashy, I like this to just kind of infuse that warmth back into the eyebrows. So this has this kind of tip right here. It's a ball on the end with kind of a lash spoolie looking thing below it. And there's a very, very little there's a very little amount of product on this brush, so you don't have to worry about getting a huge glob. It really, really just is a tiny, tiny amount. Almost not enough. But I'm basically just taking this and running it through the entirety of the brow in the same direction. And as you can see, it's very subtle. It doesn't make a huge difference, but I like the subtle difference that it makes. Okay, now the final, I cannot talk today. The finishing touch for this eyebrow routine is just the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, and this just helps to keep your brows in place all day. This is literally like hairspray for your eyebrows. I love it. I've never used a brow gel that I like as much as this one. So worth it. So I'm just going to use this to comb through my brows, make sure everything is in place. And then I don't have to worry about them budging. So that is it, guys. That is my eyebrow routine. Takes just about 5 minutes, maybe a little under, maybe a little over, depending on how precise you want to be. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful for you, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.